Here we go. We're live. Hi, everybody. We have got a bunch of stuff to do tonight. This is going to be a live video arts and crafts show for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. But we also are a chat room where we like to chat with the group as we go along, as we go all night long tonight. So lots and lots to talk about. So I am about 15 minutes early, and I'm going to work on my yarn bowl, t-shirt yarn. And t-shirt yarn is, you can make your own or you can buy it. And I felt that I wanted to do a bowl, and I wanted to be new and pretty. I didn't want to use an old t-shirt, and I probably have some decent t-shirts in there to do it with, to believe it or not. But anyway, I wanted this color, so we splurged and got this stuff. And so I'm cutting off about I'm using about 3.5 yards every time I'm to work with at a time, because you don't have to use the whole roll. It's easier to work with a cut off piece than and I'm gonna attach it to this piece in a few minutes after I get it used up. So let me go ahead and get my chat up here and see if I can find anybody in the chat room. Woohoo! There's
Find
three. Oh,
anybody in the chat room.
there's me. I'm there. Hi, Janet and Pam. How are you? We're the three in the room. That's us three. That's Essence. Good to see you. Good to see you. And there's Marty. Good to see Marty. And I'm early on purpose, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to play with my t-shirt yarn bowl, because it takes a few minutes to do it. It's a slow craft, but it goes pretty fast. I started clear over here about a half hour ago, and I got around 1.5 times, and yeah, at least 1.5 times, and and then it's going to get bigger, so I'm not saying it took me a half hour to do that, but I've been doing other things in the craft room, so it's possible it took me that long. But I've also been watching the videos, and I've been watching TV, so I've been goofing off at the same time. And Joe's been in here, and he's been over there on the computer and stuff too. So we've been doing stuff. So it's good to see y'all. What y'all been doing today? Today's Thursday. This is our rainy season here in Florida. So it rained a little bit this morning. It's been a kind of a nice afternoon. It's been hot. I haven't been out. I've been sitting in here most of the day. Pam is on her way home. Yes, she had a plane ride today to go all the way to California. I hope. I'm sure she had to stop and trade planes somewhere along the way, because that's a long flight to be flying from Florida to California. I don't know what her route is, and the what her airline service is, and all that jazz. So no more Florida for you. You're ready to go home. Okay. Are you on the plane or are you in the airport? We want to know where you going, girl. We want to know. And I know that is it your sister you were with? We're stuck in Tennessee for just a little bit of a layover. Okay. Okay. Tennessee's nice. Now, Dana was up in Tennessee and close to it, and she was on vacation up there last week. And she said it was hot and muggy up there. So the mountains can get a little bit muggy. But anyway, I've started going up on my bowl, and it looks really good on screen. And I've got this little dip going up right here. So when I get about an inch or two away, I start tugging on the white, and it tightens it up so that it'll be curvy. So it'll go curved. That's how I did that. I didn't read that anywhere. I just made it up. Like I know what I'm doing. It does look pretty good. I know there's a couple of little mistakes, but I don't mind them a bit. They're not mistakes. You can't go wrong with this. It's just I noticed it, and it's right here, and see how these two are too wide right there. Well, I glue them together, and then I'm going to have to try that slip knot technique to add yarn to your work. There's a way to do it, and I need to do that on the next one. So we'll try it on the next. Fake it till you make it. That's right. That's what I'm going to do. Everything is just going just right as planned. Right as planned. I planned it that way. That's right. But but you can do this with anything. You can do it with yarn. You can do it with fuzzy yarn. Um, you could do it with ribbon. You can anything you have a a bunch of. Anything that you have a bunch of, you can do it. You can do it. But I've got a big plan. Hi, Joyce. Hi. Come on in. Um, so I got a big plan, big plans for y'all tonight. And when you get down to this much of the yarn, uh, you can do it without the needle for a few minutes. And then you have to thread it on the needle to go if you want to tuck it under. But we're getting to the big parts now where you can almost do it by hand. You don't need the needle on there. Like right here, I can tuck it under there myself. Don't need the needle. And then I'm getting ready to add another piece. So there's a way to do it. Let's back up just a second so I can have some space. So I take and put a notch right there, right? Yeah, she'll have she'll have some extra time on her hand uh, when she goes back home. About 3 or 4 hours. She should have 4 hours uh, to her good. So anyway, there's a way to do this by putting this through there. Does anybody know how to do this slippy knot thing? And I cut a little notch over here on this side, maybe. And then you take and you put one inside the other. I put this one inside of this one, and then this inside of that one. Is that how you do it? And it creates a little together, and it goes together. If you don't get it all messed up like I just did. I had my eye on it. Come on now, I'm not messing it up. Or was that the end? Where's the other end? There. So this turns out to be a little slip knot. together, and you pull it, just lightly pull it together, and it should stay together. So you can continue with your work like that. So we'll just go around and around. And then we're going to go under and through. And our slip knot will be right there underneath that little place right there. So we'll pull all of this through. And then as we keep going, those little tie-ties may show a little bit of salvage. I was doing them real good without making it show. And I can go over that one more time, go around it and cover those little ends up is what I can do. So you have to just fiddle with it till you get it. You have to struggle with it a while, give up, and try again. Well, I haven't given up. I just keep on doing. I'm just going. So I'm just going to cover those little frayed ends up, and you won't be able to see them. So this is all my yarn, and I'm going to go around the cord 2 or 3 times, and we'll get to the next spot to go under with it. So I'm going to thread my needle, my chunky needle, pull some of this through, and then I'm going to go through the next available slot right there, and we're sewing it through real easy, and we lay it down, and if we need to give it a little tug to tighten that rim up a little bit, because we're making it into a bowl. Now you can do baskets and all kinds of things with it this way. The sky is the limit on what you can make with this technique. And you can crochet this stuff. But I wanted to make a desk bowl to where I can throw some stuff into it. Things that I'm working on. So I thought, well, we would work on this until 6 o'clock, until everybody got in here, and see what's everybody getting into. So who else come in? There's 10 of y'all in here now. Overthink it. Look at it sideways and upside down and frown a bit. You can do whatever you want, Marty. There's Patty. Come on in, Patty. There might be some people up in the balcony. So welcome all you balconers. Balconeers. That sounds good, balconeers. So I had a little white showing there, and I just scooted the yarn around until it covered the white up. And it doesn't really matter but if I had to do this again, I would order the blue cord. They have this in different colors, and it was a few dollars more, but I think it would have been worth it. But you can see how I'm doing, and you can even shape this. Like if you want to make a square bowl and stuff, you could work with this, and make it any shape you want. If you wanted to do corners, you would pull a little bit tighter to make the corners. But I'm not interested in quarters. I'm just going to do a bowl, big bowl. I want a big bowl. So that's what we're doing. So some of the things I want to do, she's sitting in the back eating snacks. You lifted her up there, Marty? Okay, okay. Well, Teresa, come down and say hello if you're up there. Uh, come down and say howdy. You're waiting on a video at the same time, so it may take a few for it to respond. Okay. What kind of video are you waiting on? Is it going to be a movie or something? So you wrap this about 3 or 4 times around your cord, and then you get into a position where you can the sew it underneath to connect it to the last row. It's editing. Okay. Is it one of your movies? Videos? Ginger's been videoing you guys, so you all need to subscribe to her. We'll get Janet to there. Janet already did it. Janet can read my mind. She's such a good girl. Such a good girl. We've got such a good group. So anyway, while we're doing this, um, I'm not going to work on this very much longer, but I've got it curved up. It's curving up. Can you see how I've got that curved? So it's going to go out at an angle. So it's not going to go straight up. I could do it straight up and do it cylinder. I'd have to just keep pulling on the cord every so often to keep it straight. But mine's going to flare out. I'm going to flare it out. Make a little bowl, a big bowl. So it's easy to do. And what did let's see. Oh, there's Lenore. Hello, Lenore. Welcome. Lenore's kind of new, so everybody say hello and be nice to her. Janet is fast, but she gets in a hurry. She could accidentally kick you to the curb. She said that to me one day. Very first time I met her. All right. And it's not impossible to sit somebody to the curb, but just know that if you ever get sent to the curb, it was an accident. Nobody meant anything by it, and just be patient, and the time will run out fast. The minutes will fly by. It's usually for 3 minutes or something, I think, or so many seconds. But it happens to the best of us. And then if you're not being nice, well, you'll get sent to the curb, all right. You'll get sent to the curb. So, Marty, you better behave. Look, I'm pulling out another piece of cordage to keep it going. And I have a funny feeling that, if I would just take this into the bedroom at night, I could probably get a lot more done. Did Teresa come in? Did she come down? She might. And one of the things I was going to ask for you, all of you guys that stream more than me, do you go up here into your cog and turn your chat filters on to all messages every time you stream? I just want to know. Marty does. Hi, Candy. Nobody else does but Marty. Well, I was just wondering if I ever miss anybody, by not doing that. And of course, I just now turned it on to all messages. Angie's in the house. Esther's in the house. Woohoo! Come on in. There's got to be some people up in the balcony. Hello. Come down and say hello one time. Let us see your name in the chat. And if anybody streams, now would be a good time to say, I stream. And one of my helpers there's Cindy, one of my helpers will put your link in so we can subscribe to everybody, especially the newcomers. They like to know who streams. They want to know. Inquiring minds want to know who streams. And we all kind of do different stuff. I like to do everything. I'm one of those people that just can't. I bounce around, and and do lots of things. But that's just who I am. That's nothing bad. Okay, one more stitch, and then we'll talk about something else here. So that's good. I'm doing real good on my bowl. And I kind of got, I used 3.5 yards, and I probably should have stuck to 2 yards on my tail here, but that's okay. Well, it'll go down. It'll go down. So, just going to wrap that around and put it in the bowl. We could put it in the bowl now for storage. Put that there. And it's ready to work for next time. So, Shannon Ash. Yes, I am. So anyway, that's going back into the bag, the Prime Amazon bag. So I have a list. So I thought today would be a good day to work on the t-shirt bowl. If any of y'all haven't seen it, I started it. I was working on it for about 15 minutes. I started early at about 1:15, and I've been working on the t-shirt bowl. And if anybody has any questions about it, just Google t-shirt bowl with t-shirt yarn, and you will get several videos of it, lots of videos. So I've got here on my page to look at some Happy Mail. So let's do that. I've got Vicki, Cindy, and Kathy. So Cindy's here. Let's look at hers first. Let's look at Cindy's. See what she sent. Hi, Nora. She sent me something good. I see some pretties. It's a postcard swap. Oh, look. This is perfect, Cindy. Perfect. Because I have a new envelope on my desk. And I'm putting Happy Mail things in there. And we're going to make a page before we leave tonight, I hope. So she sent me a splat of ink. That's a splat or a paint blob. She sent me some tags. Oh, nice. Those are cute. And you know, I think I've got a punch, a die cut that looks something like that. She sent me a couple of postcards. Time flies when you're fruity. That's cute. That is cute. I did order me a fairy book. I've got fairy postcards, and I've been wanting to do something with the fairy postcards. So I ordered a fairy book, and so we'll see if we can't do a combo of the fairies and put that on my to-do list of things to do something with fairies. We'll put that over on the back burner with the mermaids. But she sent me say yes to new adventures. Today is a new day, and it's traveling. It's got two trucks hauling some pumpkins. It looks like, and won't be long. We'll be doing pumpkins. Those are really cute with the watermelon. That is so cute. But this is a postcard, and I'm going to put. Did she put her name on there? No, I don't see any initials or any names. So I'll see if I can't do a Cindy Lovin initials. And I have a portfolio that I made a week or so ago, and it's going to be to put Happy Mail in, and it's also to put in things that have been sent to me. And she sent me some doilies to boot, so we'll use that on a page tonight. And I'm going to put these in this portfolio here. Let's find a spot where it'll fit. And things that have been made and sent to me. So this is kind of got new stuff and things to use. We might find a couple of things to use to put in this envelope for tonight. And I think some of these, oh, these were, no, this is like an artist trading coin. And I think I made that one. And I think I made that one. And these are things that I've made out of Happy Mail that was sent to me. So I need to put my initial on these. So that's what I'm going to do. So those are things that have been made, and these could be sent out in Happy Mail. And then this was a postcard that was sent to me from Esther. So these are things that have been sent to me over here, and this is something to be sent out. That's from Sharon, and then this could be for Happy Mail. I'll put that over here. This is the outgoing, uh, column, things that can go out, and then these are things that I've received. So I received all of these. So that is really nice. I like it. And this is a little, right now it's holding postcards. But that was for my postcard tray that I did with Cindy. And I've just started using this little portfolio. So we'll see how it fares out as we move along through the more days as it sits on my desk. We'll see how well we utilize that. So, okay. Let's see here. Uh, Aunt Beck, Aunt Beck, Aunt Beck. Beth, I got your envelope today. So sorry the postage was so much for you. Becky, that's okay. I'm going to say that's my fault for putting extra things in, and plus, I believe in my down to my heart, I believe if I were to have weighed that here and put the postage on myself and put it in the blue box outside, I believe I could have got that cheaper. Joe went into the post office and he had a whole bunch of envelopes, and I really think they took advantage of him. And but I'm not worried about that, Aunt Beck. So don't you worry about it. I just wanted you to get the goodies. That's the most important part. and uh, and I'm blessed. He went ahead and bought me more stamps. So so I'm not worried about it, and I know and it's just life. It's just life. So all of these good little things, Cindy, I'm going to put them in my in my little envelope here, and we're going to do a Happy Mail page before the day ends. I've got it on my list to do a Happy Mail page. So 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 yes, and plus when my flour was thick, was puffy, and they frown on that when you take it in, and um so anyway, there's other stories I could tell you about the mail, but I'm really not worried about it, and I do get a lot of recycled stamps when people send me stuff, and I use those, and the stamps aren't marked. I get them. I'm going to get this stamp, and Cindy's. I get this stamp, so I've got half my money back already. This is an extra postage stamp. A stamp with extra postage, and then this is a regular postage stamp, and it's worth 78 cents. There is no ink on it, and yes, I will use it again. I'm not throwing away 78 cents. Just not going to do it. So fear not, it'll work out. That's the way I look at it. So, hi, Joe. Joe's in the house.
Hello, hello. Hi, girls.
So, anyway, and I have gotten some responses uh, from this is my flower trade with Aunt Beck, and I was trying to save these clear things, but I don't use them, so I'm not going to fuss with them anymore. So I did get a couple of things. This one's from Kathy Whitley, and I can't remember if she was my trade or if Joyce was my trade. Joyce sent me this flower and a crochet flower. This was the flower trade that was with Aunt Beck. It's over with. So I got some flowers, and then I got one from is this one Aunt Beck's? This one's Aunt Beck's, and she sent me some fabric. And there's another one around here that's blue from Janet Nash. Here it is. It's inside. It's inside. Okay, I thought I lost it. So Janet Nash sent me one. So one of these girls was my partner, and then and so I'm going to do something with all four of these flowers. And Joyce even made me a pretty card. Look at that pretty card. And she taped it in so I can recycle this card and send it to someone else. She's so thoughtful, and I love it. I love it. It's like a yo-yo on there, and then she crocheted me a little extra one. That is so sweet. Joyce is so sweet. And Kathy Whitney, I love her. She's a garden type girl. She loves the garden. And if you're friends with her on Facebook, you'll see her post her garden, her flowers in her garden in her yard. And I enjoyed that. So she that was just really cute. And then Aunt Beck made me a card as well, and that is so sweet, Becky. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. I get some extra fabrics. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Now, some of the girls were probably going to make a quilt out of all of their flowers, and I think I'm going to uh, do something in my fabric journal. So I'm going to keep these together for just right now, and I will put my fabric journal and see this in fabric here. I might be able to do a background with all of these and sew it in my fabric journal, and I've showed my fabric journal before, so you've all seen it a lot. And Aunt Beck's in my fabric journal. We have swapped pages, different type of uh, uh, I do felting. I do a lot of felting, and she does a lot of sewing. And we've done. So I will make a flower page with the flowers, and I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. It's not on my list, but that will be on my to do list in the near future. So let's see. Kathy and Vicky. Are they here yet? I'm going to open up Vicky's. Now, Vicky, W.O. Sullivan is her last name on her website. Let's see what she sent me. A lot of fibers. Look at this. Wow, I love that. That would be perfect for my shenanigans. That would be really cute with a fairy book that I was talking about a minute ago. She sent me some labels and some paper, ephemera to cut out. What's she doing here? She sent me some fibers. Look at these fibers. This is like homemade yarn. You could probably make a bow out of that. We know how to do that. She sent me a couple of cards. The Girl Who Looks. There's her name, Vicky W.O. Sullivan. She does art with tea bags, and she's doing. I think she's doing 100 days of art, and she's doing 100 days of a tea bag, using a tea bag for each day that she makes something. This is a tea bag, and she has made she stenciled on a rose. It's spackled with some color on it. That is so precious. And this is another piece. Oh, this is fabric. She's made washi tape, and she's had fabric, and she stamped on it. That's pretty. I love the colors, the gold and the greens. This one says happy birthday. She's embossed on a tea bag. This one is a little, this one looked like a little marigold. Here's a playing card that she's embossed. I love it. It feels awesome. It feels awesome. And here's a fish. And it looks like it might be like a sticker. And she's put it on dictionary paper. And there's looks like vellum in the middle. So she does great ephemera. Look at all this ephemera. She made me an artist trading coin. Look at that. I don't see her initials. She used a cereal box. And it's just little fibers. Lots of leftover fibers glued on there. It's so pretty. And they're all glued down. And it looks like some map paper in that. And speaking of map paper, I've got an update on our Texas map that I got the other day. Here, there's another one. This looks like it's got a tea bags, and it looks like it's been on the sewing machine, and she's got the tag on here that's been snipped a couple of times, and she's glued it all down, and she zipped across it with the zigzag. Cute. Just a cute little card or a cute little tag. You can put to and from on there. That is very cute. And this looks like a piece of parchment paper, and she has glued tea bags on here. She sure has. And here's another Hobbit house. Someone said Hobbit. Yeah, it's a Hobbit area type thing. So thank you, Vicki. I think I sent her a card or something, and she's just sending me something back for fun. So thank you, Vicki. And she's a really good crafter, guys. I like the way she does her stuff. And she comes on. Sometimes she comes on when I'm on, and that's perfectly fine. You all have my permission to go over and see her. If you go over and subscribe to her, you have my permission to go and see her. But I do think this would be fun with my fairies. Hobbits and fairies kind of go together. They could go together. This is like a little postcard, or just it says retro queen bee art. So maybe this was made, I'm not sure, and copied, and this little girl was, I'm not sure, but look at all this stuff, cute, 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 and this Chicken Little. This is like a little tag. Juju was doing stuff with Chicken Little, and the turkey. Well, it won't be long, and there'll be some turkey time coming here. So I'm going to put these over to the side. They could also go in my Happy Mail pay envelope over here. I'm going to make something, make a Happy Mail page, and all of these. Some of these can go in my that are finished, that are ready to go, like this one and this one and this one and this one. These three can go into the portfolio, and I'm going to put a VS on here for Vicky. Like that. And I might remember where it all come from. So I want to put these in my folio. And then these are things that we can use. Oh, look. This came off of the the fabric yarn. I'm going to put these in here because they were a gift. And I love it. So I'm using my portfolio that we made a week or so ago, and it's working out great. Yes, that's right. That's how it is, Pam. Pam is on her way home. She's left Florida and she's stuck in Tennessee for a few minutes, and then she's going to be on another plane on to California. So we're going to send up travel mercies to Pam, travel mercies for her flight, that it goes smooth without any problems. No problems. It's going to be a safe flight. So I'm going to, I would like to try and make something with this, like one of the bowls I was doing. So I don't know if I'll get time to do it tonight or not, but I would like to try. And some of this stuff is going to go in the Happy Mail page. We are going to make a Happy Mail page. So this one's from Kathy Dameron, and it's a postcard swap. Woohoo! And she sent me some cute little goodies down in the bottom of the bag. Glitter stuff. There's some more feet print. We made feet print the other day with that bleach that we did. So she sent me 2 postcards, and she likes to sew on her postcards. Isn't that cool? So she signed this one and this one both. May your day bloom with happiness. And she put her own little stamp on there. And this one's got a stamp. They're canceled stamps, but that's cute. And I think when I sent my postcards out, I put real stamps on mine. I think I did. If I didn't, I wanted to. I think I had. I don't know if I got any postcard stamps. I can't remember now. But thank you, Kathy. These are so pretty. And she sewed on this one. This one's just paper. Summer is a perfect time. And this one's got fabric and some kind of padding underneath it. It's real thin. Isn't that cute? That's a cute little decorations. I've never seen anything like them. These are real beads on these little flowers, and they make the orange just pop. Doesn't that look pretty? It's in strips on the fabric. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Wow, so this will have to go into the portfolio because they're postcards that I received. So that was from the postcard tray that I was in. So they're going to go in here. There was Sharon's and Cindy's and Esther's. And Esther's. So that was a lot of fun. Cool beans. That was awesome. So Cindy does monthly trades. So if anybody would like to do more trades than what I'm doing, then you need to watch Cindy and Aunt Beck. You do, you do. You need to watch those girls because they do trades. And these are going to go in the Happy Mail area here where we're going to do a Happy Mail page. And boy, has my envelope overflowed. I just had 2 or 3 things in there when I started this afternoon. And I said, well, I'll find enough things on here on my desk to do it. I guess I will. I guess I will. So these 2 envelopes have real stamps that's not been used, and I am not going to feel guilty of using them. Not. I'm just not going to feel guilty at all. Can't throw that much money away. It would be terrible to throw money away like that. So, on my list, we opened up our Happy Mail. While I'm thinking about it, I want to tell you all something that I said last week. I had gotten some traveling book from Texas, and I got a whole box of traveling books from Oklahoma. So I said this would be a great play tool, this map from Texas, to do a meander book. And a meander book is where you fold it in equal parts, and it's going to be like 4 by 4, and after I cut it, I'll be able to fold it together, and I'm going to zigzag it. I'll show you whenever I do cut this. I'll show it to you. Well, I'll just show it to you now. I'm going to do it because it is something. It is something that we're going to be doing. But I've done this on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper before, and I wanted to show you when I've done a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, you fold your paper in equal parts, and I folded my 12 by 12 like this, and then I folded it again like this in this direction, and folded it again. And then when you cut, you're going to be cutting, and you're going to go down 3, don't cut here, but then you're going to go up 3 and don't cut here, and then you're going to go down 3 and don't cut there. And then when you cut this, it'll fold over like a little map, and it'll keep folding over. And I'm going to do the same thing with this map, only it's going to be more than 3 squares. It's going to be like 5 or 6 squares. And it's so big. It's so big. I might need to do it offline, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from one end all the way up to the last square and not cut this one. And then I'm going to go down this side and cut, but not the last section. And then I'll go up and down and up. So then I can zigzag it around and put this book together like a meander book. So I'm going to try cutting it here and see if I can do it. So I might have Joe hold that corner there, so that, yeah, hold it for me. Just hold that for me. And so we're going to go all the way up this one till the last square. And then on the next one, we're going to cut all the way down to the last square. So this one will go this direction. Yep, yep, yep. It's going to be like a snake. And then on this one, I'm going to go all the way up to the last square again. And this book is going to the last square. And then on this one, I'm not going to cut the last square. Give me some space here. Easy. And I'm going to go all the way up to the top. And there's some more to snake around. I'm going to fold this all up in a minute. And then I'm going to go all the way down. And I'm going to go up to the last. Do not cut the last one. And then we're going to go all the way down. And I've lost track. And then this one's going to be cut to this one. Meander. We're going to meander. We're meandering. And then this one goes all the way out to the end. And just up to the last square. You're going to have to trust me to there. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
He had to hold it for me.
I had to hold it, Margaret. She just.
So
it's snacking on her.
it's giving me a snake. So here's what the book's going to look like. So we're going to fold like an organ, an accordion organ, and we're going to fold it back and forth, and then when we get to a corner, we got to go with the corner. Excuse me. So what I did with this corner, we're gonna meander around the corner. So we fold it and we go over, and then we continue to go back and forth like an accordion. And then when we get to the end here, we got to fold over that to that side, and we meander to that side. And we're folding a map. It's a big old map. And I'm meandering around that corner. Here we go. Joe, help me. And so here's the next corner. And I'm going to meander. I'm meandering around the corner. And we're going down. Here we go. And here's another meander here. We zigzag and then we meander. And I think, nope, we got 2 more strips. This is going to be a fancy smancy book. I didn't count how many squares?
24.
There's more than 24 squares.
I'd say. Yes.
We'll number them. And you see it's going to be front and back.
Yeah.
Because after you meander to the end, you turn the book around and go to the other side of the pages. And there we are at the front of the book. And that's going to be our big book. So what I've done is I did the meander book. I cut this direction, I cut this direction, and then I cut this direction, and then I kept going till the end of the map. And it's going to be a big book, but it's made from a map. Now, I might glue some of these pages together. I haven't decided yet, but that's as far as I got with that book. And we will work on it again on another day. So I'm going to leave it on my desk so that we can continue to work on it. I did that much of it today, and I wanted to show you all what we were doing. So there.
There, I'm really impressed.
Joe's impressed.
I'm impressed.
There's
you
Teresa.
Ladies, are y'all impressed? She had a hard time. I thought she was going to hang herself.
I didn't mess up.
No.
I did not mess up. I thought I was going to. I said it'll come out somehow in the end. So hi, Teresa. How about a roll? Hi. I think I've said hi to most of y'all. Laura Beth's here. Hi, Laura. Laura Beth's here. Good to see you all. Crafting with Kristen's here. Good to see you.
Uncle Esther. Hello, hello.
And all of those that I've missed. Y'all, Esther's here. Margaret's here.
Candy's
So
here.
good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Kathy, I just opened up your postcards. Thank you, Kathy. Did you see them? Were you here in time to see them?
Postcards?
Yeah, I opened them up, hers, and showed them off.
Oh.
Okay, so Pam is on the plane. Okay, be safe. Prayers for the pilots to do a wonderful job. Yeah. Smooth skies.
Smooth skies and out of
no
weather.
No bad weather. No bad weather. Okay. Now, let's see. Where's my list?
Ginger.
I'm marking things off. We did we are going to do a Happy Mail page. That's going to be the desk page. And then I showed off the map book. And so the next thing I'm going to do is, I guess we're going to make some art pages. So we can do the Happy Mail page, and then we can do the 100-day page, the 100-day 100 days of art game that's been going on over. It's worldwide, and Becca's been doing it, and there's a lot of you all girls doing it with her. I think Esther's playing, Jassie's playing, and Dana's been playing. So I can go and get her art prompts in a few minutes, but I also wanted to make a list of art prompts with you guys. Make a new little list, and you all can tell me what you want. Now I have a list here of art prompts. This one goes to 59, 60 to 117, 120. This list goes to 120 different prompts. We can use this, or we can make up our own prompts for tonight. I'm going to play two games. I'm not sure. I didn't get to play yesterday, so I'm going to play for yesterday and play for today. And I don't haven't seen Becca yet, but she'll probably come on tonight. She's been coming on at 9 o'clock, and it's been a perfect time for her so far. So we'll see if she still wants to do it tonight if she comes in here. So I can either use this prompt or we can do a new prompt. The old or the new. What would you all like to see me do tonight? And I'm going to do it in our prompt book. And we will pull 10 of the prompts and we're going to put them on here. This will be tonight's and this one. We're going to do two. Want to do new prompts? Okay. Then your job is to shout out some prompts and make them art roomish type prompts, not things that are out of the world, but make them like prompts that we would use in our art room. So go ahead and start yelling out some prompts to me. Yes, she is going to do Jassy. She's just not going to do all 100 of them, but she is going to continue to play along. But she's not going to do 1 through 100. Okay, number one is stencils. Stencils, a household stamp, something household. House stamp. I got some of those. A fly. I would like for you all to, yeah, she's flying. Surely she didn't mean a fly. I'm not going to accept the fly. I would put in a bug. I'll put a bug there. I don't know if she's talking to someone else because she's flying. Paint, good. She's flying. Okay. Scrape with a credit card. Okay. Tissue paper. So, pressed flowers. Okay. A napkin. A ticket. Let's see. We're going to do 20. Tickets. Okay. And a book page. Okay, that's going to be one set. We've got butterflies, postage stamp, Laura Beth cookies or snacks. Things in my room. Things in my room, in my craft room. A scenery, a watercolor, a recipe. Oh, night, Janet. Thank you, honey. A person, okay? Thanks for coming in, Janet. Night, night, sweet dreams. A gold, use gold and palm trees. Now we're talking. Now we got it. We're getting into the good stuff now, and I just need one more. A gold palm tree. Woohoo! One and buttons. Okay. And I found my button can today. It was over there on my desk. I cleaned my desk off. So I got a can full of a band-aid full of buttons. So that's what we're going to use tonight. And I'm going to put this back in my game folder so we don't lose it. And so we're going to do that. And we're also going to do a Happy Mail page. So let's go over here and turn the page. And we're going to do a Happy Mail page. So, moving all that over out of the way. So here we go. See if I can get all of this into the picture. Goodness gracious. I thought I had my desk cleaned off, and here I go junking it up again. These napkins, I need to put them in the napkin book. So can you see most of it? Okay. So I'm going to put some color down on my page. And I'll use a credit card. We're going to do Happy Mail page first. And this will help spread that paint around. Like that. Good. And we'll get some more paint. And we'll put a glob down over here. We're just making our background color. Like that. And we're using yellow and blue, and you know what that makes. I do that on purpose. We get a little green in there. That's what we do. Like that. Like that. Good enough. And then I need just a little bit more down here. And I'll use a little bit of pink. So we're flying. We're flying to California tonight, guys, with Ginger. ham. So that's good. And I know you'll be glad to get home. So I'm going to mix a little pink in here. And sometimes pink and yellow might make a little bit of an orangish color. Okay, that's what we're going to do right there. It doesn't want to, it keeps scraping off. Okay, there we go. Now, I'll look in our little folder. I do have a napkin in here that was on my desk. We could use part of that. Let's see if we can use part of it. And we'll take the back of it off so it'll glue down. And this is the Fleurs. The Fleurs. It's Fleurs. And we'll save this for another day. Put that up there with those other napkins and put them in the napkin booth. So we have a paint blob. This is all Happy Mail stuff. We have a doily. Let's use one of those. Thank you. And I do have a drawer of doilies where we can put this up with the other doilies and use it another day. Put some things away. Okay. And then we have a piece of cardboard. And we have a flower. See, someone said we need to keep our other prompts in mind. Someone said a pressed flower. So we're going to press this down onto the page, and that's going to be our pressed flower for one of our prompts. And someone said a person, and I had some magazine clippings in here. So we've got a boat, and we've got two people, and that's going to be our persons. Going to be two of them. It's always nice to have a friend. And I've got my buttons out. I got a gold pen over here that we will be using. That'll be in one of them. And we've got a napkin. Okay, so shall we use the Fleurs napkin again? And then I've got some tissue paper. So anyway, this will be for our next prompt. I was looking for some things that I might have in here that would be on here. I got to look for some food, cookies and stuff. But so this was some Happy Mail that someone sent to me last week or the other day. And I'm going to maybe cut this out. And I need to ink the edges, re-ink the edges. And it says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. And that is a little Bible verse we will save. And we could put that on our page, our Happy Mail page. Everybody with me? Hi, Angela. Howdy do. Bonnie's here. Good to see you all. I'm doing a Happy Mail page. And I'm also collecting for our 100-day prompts game. So we might be able to use this window and this window. I want to re-ink that. Now I've got plum, and it looks reddish to me. And then I've got vermilion, but this one's more purpley than this, especially on paper. And this has got a red border, so I'm going to try the vermilion. I don't know what vermilion is. Does anybody know? It sounds like fruit. Is vermilion a fruit? Somebody might know. And we can ink our doily to match. And there were two there. I was afraid of that. That's fine. There was two there. So we're just going to take this and ink it up. Like that. We're going to ink it up. Esther says, look up. Or thumbs up. Thank you, Esther. Everybody, she said thumbs up. And I need for everybody to go over and on a different video of mine and type in the comment section, and we're going to type in doilies. That'll be our word for the day, doilies. Okay, so let's see what else we have to play with here. Don't know if I'm going to need the boat. I am going to save this one and the other one for our fairy books. I thought those are cute too. There was another page down in here. This one. And I think I like these. I'm going to put one of these. There's feet. We've got feet. You could use that. That was Happy Mail. And we've got a coin envelope that I've never used. And we could change the person out. We've got people or person. The prompt was person, and I can go with this instead of this one. I'll use this one on here and the person in the 100-day challenge. And these I'm going to put together. There's a tiny little paper clip on there. And we're going to put these right up underneath that. And we're going to save these little things for the fairy journal. I think that would be great for starters. And we might have to have some shenanigans going on in the fairy book. What do you say? What do you say about that? So here are some things that were on my desk already. Another doily. Where'd the other one go? It's over there. I'm trying to get a craft lamp over here again. Get my, oh, found it. I was looking for that earlier today. And Joe and I made him get down here on the floor with the flashlight to look for it. And I said, oh, well, don't worry about it, Joe. I'll just throw it away. And I threw the whole thing away because been used. It's very old. So now that I found the lid to it, I'm going to have to go into the garbage can and fish it out. So let's see if I can't get that to stay up there. So I've got 2 more doilies to put away. So this is what I threw away. And I was inking the edges of the map paper with it. And I said, well, I got to quit because I was running out of time. And I couldn't find the lid. And I said, well, it's already kind of woolied up. So I threw it away. But now I saved it. So I knew I'd find it again. I just didn't know where it was. So anyway, we'll save that out. So we're going to put this one back. Stay on track here. Stay on track. So there's another little Happy Mail piece of paper. And I'm going to trim it out. And I think it needs to be inked. Like that. And I'll use the plum this time. Like that. So I'm going to put this back in the bag. Let's see what else I've got in here. I've got some little odds and ends. We can do a little cluster. Art is in the details. There's a good sign we can add on there, and it's in purple ink. So I'll put the plum on it. Like that. Okay. I think we've got enough. Let's see what we can do now. So before I put anything down, I think I'm going to use this cardboard. And this is recycled from Becca. And she sent us some cardboard to use in our Tandem 10. We did that on Monday night, if anybody missed out on the Tandem 10 thing. So we can go with a different shade. Let's try green. We haven't used green. So I'm going to put some green down on our page in some mark making tools here. Like that. Alrighty. This will just take me just a few more minutes. Okay, we got to shift sides. So Goldie just woke up. Wake up, wake up. Pam is on a plane heading to California. So if she loses the internet, she's in the sky. I think they're already on the plane. Did she say what she was going to do in August yet? Did Cindy say she was going to do an August trade? Just a few more here, and I think we're done with that. And that's kind of a household item because, you know, we get packages with boxes, and we use boxes in the garage and up in the closets. So I think that would be considered a household item, but we can go with a different one. I've got others. So now let's go with the dolly, and we're going to put the napkin down. So I'm going to use the glue stick for the napkin. And I'm going to put it down up here. It's our fleurs. Fleurs. I'm sure that's French. Just glue the edges down real good, and we gotta let that dry because it can tear very easily. And I did this to the doily. So, do you want to use the dark side or the light side? I'm going to let you all choose. Dark or light? Hi, Dana. Dark. Okay. We're doing a Happy Mail page first. And these Happy Mail pages things came from a lot of different people. You're going to have to help me remember who they all came from. I think Cindy was one of them. We'll put that there. We're going to use our blob of paint. And it's going to be like a cluster type page. And we're going to use our couple. And we can cut them out a little bit better. And they're having a little stroll. They went out to lunch. And he's saying, "What do you want to do now, honey?" That's what he said. What are we going to do? So I got a few more other little clustery things here. So let's just start putting them down. We're going to put our ink blob there. Because we like it. And I think I'm going to save the window for later. Did one of the pages have book pages in it? I could save that for the book pages. We're going to do 100 items, 100 days of art here after this page. Dana and my stamped papers are on the way. Okay. I've got a little M means they're mailed on the thing. So I'll update that list. Thank you. And I'm just waiting patiently for everything to get here. Of course, I can't find it. But that's fine. It's on the way. Okay. Thank you. So here is another piece of, we've got a receipt and a paid ticket. So let's put these down together. And I think this would look good over here. Let's put this one down. If anybody sees their Happy Mail on here, tell me what you gave me. Tell me what you gave me. I know Cindy gave me some stuff. And I know that these were left over from the last Happy Mail page. So, anybody recognize any of this stuff as your art, your Happy Mail? And we've got the little mice and the rabbits. They're little rabbits. That was from Happy Mail from another day. Cindy said she gave me a headache. No, I don't have a headache. I'm excited. I got Happy Mail. We'll put these feet on here. They're glittery. We'll put them on. Put that right there. And we're going to save this for a household item for our thing. And this says, create your own sunshine. Art is in the details. We can do both. We'll do both. We'll put that there. And create your own sunshine can go up at the top. I've been having so much fun tonight. I started out with the yarn, the t-shirt yarn bowl. If you didn't see the t-shirt yarn, you've got to go back and watch it. I started it first. Put that up there, and then I got a little Bible verse. It's going right there. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Everything is beautiful today. And the only thing left are his, which is the money coin envelope. And I'm going to, I kind of want to tear it up. And then I'm going to put the footprints down here. They're going to be walking around down here. So they're going on there. But I kind of want to tear this up and use these. It's okay, it's just paper. And I like the ephemera on it. Get fast cash with your Midland charge card. This is going to be a little charge card ephemera. And I think it looks good right there. It's a Marine Midland. Do I need another one on there? We'll glue that down first. And we're going to put that charge and fast cash right there. There we go. I think that'll work. Okay. We'll just save that one for something else over there. Now let me get my stick, my glue stick, and just glue that down a little bit. How's our page look? Does it need anything else? I think it looks pretty full. So, Goldie says, Beth, did you get our Stampos yet? No, Goldie. Did we get any mail today? Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Did we get any mail today?
Yeah, check the mail.
Yeah.
I think you did when I come in, but I can go back out and check.
That was early. Okay, check it again because Goldie said she mailed me something. And Laura Beth.
She said she go. She did me.
She says, run, Joe, run.
I'm going.
I'm going to go check the mail. And another thing that was on my desk was a roll of tape. And I put the roll of tape away and I put some of it on here. Ooh, it stuck really good too. So I was going to put this tape on this Happy Mail. So, yeah. So I'll just put it down across there. Does it need anything else? So there. And I used my glue stick to go over top of everything. See if that works. We'll try anything once. So we'll let this dry. Okie dokie. Looks good. Put some of this away. Date it. Oh, she's getting a walker. Okay. Okay, Teresa. So let's put some ink on here. July the 17th. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, because I'm going to put this over on this place to dry. And we're going to get our 100 Days of Art book out. And I'm really liking this. I'm really liking it. So what I'm trying to do is use up things that I've been using in my art. And one of the things I think I might do is use some paint. With this thing. And I found about 5 or 6 of these things that fell down in the back over there today. Didn't know they were down there. So I got them out. These are my lids from the Chinese food that we get. It's the lids to the little bowls. And I like that. I use them for my paint palettes. Hi, Juju. Driving, and I'm starving. Uh-oh. Get you something to eat. Can you stop? Is there any place to get snacks? I'm going to do a prompt game, Juju. Don't text and drive. But I let the girls pick out my prompts for me. So that was fun. Okay, so I got that there. So that was fun, and I will probably use this again in a minute. So let's our prompts. The first set of prompts is stencils, household stamps, a bug. That was from Pam. She was talking about flying, and I said, I don't know if I have a fly, but I can put a bug down. It wasn't. She didn't mean for it to be a prompt, but we made it a prompt. Da, 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 and here's the
Miss
mail.
Laura Beth.
Lori Beth, it's here. It's here.
And Miss Goldie.
And Goldie. Wow. 2 separate ones. Wow. Thanks, girls. We'll open these first. Look at what they did. I get to keep this.
Linda.
And Linda. Woohoo. Linda and Tim.
Hello, hello. And that's all.
That's all.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Y'all have a good day. I got one today, too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Ooh.
From California.
Look what Joe got.
Yeah.
I came all the way from California, Ventura, California.
Yeah.
Where all the pretty girls live.
They are not all pretty. We got a couple down here.
We got a few East Coast, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's move this out of the way. We might get to it tonight. We just might. Now, I had a big old marker. What's in that bag for refills? So it goes to show you, this one was $1, which would have been a stamp and a half. It just goes to show you different post office. And this one was $2. And this one was $2. And then this one was $1.75. So it just goes to show that the post office people do things differently, you know? They all do different things. And I'm going to weigh them. I'm going to weigh them just to, just to, just to see. I've got scales because I think I can weigh my own and get by with a little bit cheaper postage. And I really think that's what they want us to do. They don't want to have somebody stand up there at the counter.
22 pounds.
This is 2.5 stamps. So that's about right. This one is this was 2.5 too. Yep, and it's a little bit more. So that's about right.
Okay.
And then this one is 1.5. And that's about right for that. So okay. Just saying.
How much stamps is 1 pound?
As 1 pound in letters, a letter is 78 cents.
Oh, okay.
But in a package, in
Yeah.
a box, it's different.
It's more.
It's different. So let me just cut these open. And these are for the stamp trade. So these will be ready for our stamping. I hope I didn't cut nothing. I think I'm okay. I did trim something there. This one's from Steph. This is from Goldie. So I get to keep that. Here's her the self-addressed envelope. And these are taped together. Do a little surgery. Ooh, look at that. Everything fell out. I got a feather and a flower. Oh, look what she made me. Were you in the flower trade, Steph? That is so precious. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? And this tiny, it's a gold paper clip. I bet, I bet somebody gets to keep some of this stuff. There's a feather. Look, it's got the Pillsbury kids. She stamped on fabric. Oh, those are great fabrics. Look at that. Jump rope and skates. I was raised on roller skates and jump ropes. I sure was. And she sent me some pretty paper with birdies. Wrapping paper. And these are all this will go into the Happy Mail envelope so that I can do another Happy Mail page. I might have to do that. I'll wait and do it next time. So that is gorgeous. I'm going to have to put that with my other flowers. I was in a flower trade. So here is some of her stamps. Look at these little girls. Oh my goodness, there's me and my sister picking flowers for Mom. Oh, and look, we had a pogo stick too. We sure did. We could hop on that thing 50 times. We sure do. These are childhood, and of course the chickens. If I get to keep one of these pages, then I'll keep that one. Oh look, there's a weenie. There's a weenie dog. There's Goldie. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here is the trade. Did she put her name on? Yes, she did. She put her name on the back of every one of them. So these will go in the trade. Thank you, Goldie. And that will go with your stamp, your address stamp envelope. She forgot to put stamps on them, but I told her I would cover for her. Uh-oh, I cut the envelope. That's what I cut off when I cut the end of it off. But that's okay. I can tape that. I can repair that. That won't be a problem. I promise. So this one's mine. So we might be able to use it tonight. And this is mine too. Is that it? And I get the envelope. All right. Thank you so much, Goldie, honey. You are the best. Now let's see what her sister did. I love the napkin idea on the back of the envelopes. We should do that as a activity one day, like how we do stamp papers and stuff. We could just do the envelope, do the napkin on the back of the envelopes. So thank you so much. This is pretty. This is nice. All right. So there's another flower.
Mine's nice too.
Is yours nice? You want to show everybody what you got?
I don't know.
Why? I think you could show everybody. Did he buy that off of the TV? I saw him on the TVs, but he had his name. But you had your names done on it.
That's his.
Okay. This is his Uncle Jesse, and so he bought him one of these Mustachio's knives. They're supposed to be really, really sharp, and it's forged and with decorations, and it's got a nice handle. And then Jesse put his name on Joe's knife, and he bought himself a knife, and he put Joe's name on it. So they each have each other's knives.
Because we're the only two.
And because they're the only two left in their family, two guys. Anyway, I don't know of anybody else.
Nobody else.
The last two standing of the Schulers. Anyway, you could say just of Schulers. There's no more Schulers.
There's no more Minxes.
No more Minks.
No, I got Schulers. I got my girls, but
no, they don't have
Minks.
Schuler names.
I know, but it's not. Yeah.
There's no more Schulers.
Right.
Because their names have changed.
Yeah.
So they're their last two Minks dash Schulers. So that is really beautiful, Joe. Very nice. And are you going to use this in the kitchen, or are you going to put this up in your safe and hide it? Here you go.
Well, I didn't.
You've messed the chair up. Okay, so this one's mine. Should I leave it in the stamp box or put it in? I'm gonna put it in here. It's the first one I've gotten out. Okay, now I'm gonna open up gold Laura Best envelope. I kind of got waylaid. Thank you. I love that. And this is going to go with my other flowers, and it'll go in my fabric journal. Now, what I need to do is take a sliver of paper and write Goldie on it, because I won't remember. And I bet you she crocheted it. Did you crochet that, Goldie? She's laughing at me. Did you crochet it? Yes, crochet. And I look at the back of stamps pages for Goldie's paw print. Okay, Goldie's paw print. And I might take a piece of fabric off of that over there. That would be pretty to put in the fabric book. And I might just um, use this together. Let me find a safety pin. And that's what I'm gonna do. Um, what I'm gonna do is when I put this in the fabric journal, I will I'll put them together. There's a first for everything. That's right, Jassy. I'm always doing different things. So thank you, Goldie. That is so sweet. So it's going into the fabric journal. So that's on our to-do list. And we'll make a pretty page. And I'll have to take my time and sew needle and thread. So let's see what Laura Beth sent me. Yeah, she said on the back of her print, she said she did a paw print, but I think it was Goldie's. She did. Oh my goodness. This is Goldie. Oh, I love it. It's real. Goldie got on every one of these. Look, Joe. That's Goldie's footprint. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. That is a treat. I won't be able to cut that up. We'll have to cut around it. And let's see if it's on the back of this one. I bet it is. Yep. I saw that and I thought it was just some smudge. I thought it was a smudge of ink. I didn't even look at the design. Thank you, Goldie. That means a lot. That is precious. That gave me goose. That gave me cold chills. Thank you, Goldie. So let me cut this napkin.
Thank you, Goldie.
That is so personal and precious. So you see this ribbon? Did you send me some of that ribbon? I had used that on something the other day. Okay. I feel like it's Christmas.
Me too. $420. $450.
In there,
$450.
in the box.
And he said, make sure you don't throw that box away.
He sent him some money. Woohoo!
This box here is specially made.
Yeah, for knives?
Yeah.
For the knife?
Yeah.
Well, good. So these are from Laura Beth. And she's got some chickens too. Oh, look, a bicycle. I like bicycles. Stamp off trade. Now, were these from Lori's stash or from Goldie's stamp stash? Are these the same chickens? Shall I compare? Just for fun? Nope. I think they're different. I'm going to take, I hope there's an extra page. I can take them chickens and put them in the chicken book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yee! I get to keep one. Thank you, Lori. I'll put the chickens in the chicken book. We can do that next. We got to get started on that game. So these will go in for Lori's. I will. And then she sent me some Happy Mail. My heavens. Look at this. Look at this. There's her return envelope. She remembered her stamps, Goldie. Mm-hmm. So these are Goldie's stamps. So thank you, Goldie. And she's got her name on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and use those chickens right away. We might get to our games. So this will go into the trade box. Nora's out there in the backyard goofing off. She's doing the army crawl, rubbing her belly on the ground. So she sent me some lace and some pretty flowers. There's another flower. I could lay that down and go press. That could be a pressed flower on the tray on the prompt page. We'll put that over there. Enjoy the little things with some pretty. This is real pretty. It's a mauve color. There's another flower. Somehow that got from somebody. I guess it's from Lori. And then she sent me some more stamps. Oh, these are real. These are for Goldie. I'll put these on Goldie's. There's a seal and a bobcat. We've got bobcats down here. Hmm I'm going to have to give Beck this girl here, Goldie, another envelope because I cut her envelope up. So we'll give her a new envelope and we'll put these stamps on there. Thank you, Lori Beth. Saved the day. She saved the day. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to put them on this one. I meant to put them on the gold one. So you can peel them off if you're careful. So here's Goldie's envelope. Thank you. That'll be fine. Now we're all fair and squared. And a butterfly. And then she sent a card. Merci. 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 What does that mean? Does that say hello? Oh, look at the butterfly. Look how pretty that is. Wow, that is beautiful. Thank you. And then, oh, a shoe. It's Cinderella's shoe. I love it. Thank you. I watched Cinderella the other night. You know, there's like 150 different versions of it. Baby wild animals. That's what you sent me. Okay. So these will make a pretty decorated page. Happy tunes. And some fabric. Oh, a chicken. Oh my gosh, it's going in the chicken book. We got to do the chicken book next. I still got one more Happy Mail to open. I'm having too much fun. Australia with a ship. That's beautiful. That's traveling fabric and some lace. Some of this lace might have to go in the chicken book. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. The machines that made that. And this one matches the background of the chicken, the rooster. Yes. Very nice. Thank you. Some scissors work better than others. So this will go in the chicken book. Thank you, Lori. And then a piece of paper that's got flowers on it. A note card. I can write a note. And another piece of paper that's got sticky stuff on the back. It's blue. I'm gonna have to do a blue book. I got a rainbow books down here in my drawers that I started a couple years ago and never finished them. But this one's going to go in the chicken book, and I'll get a pen and see if I can't get Lori's name on here. There, I can see it. So this will go in the chicken book, and I did have it right up here, but I moved it. Oh, Beth. Why did you move it? Why did you move the chicken book? Now, where did I put it? It's around here somewhere, but I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to use these chickens too. So I'll put them together with this booze. Thank you, girls, because these are going in the chicken book. As soon as I find it. Oh, it's right where I left it. It was right on top. I swear, sometimes my eyes, when I'm looking for something, they just are blind. They're blinded. So this is going to go in here. And I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and because this will go down in the book just as is. This will go down like this, and then I'll put this on the edge of the page like that. But then I'm going to take some of these roosters and put these in the chicken book. Make sure I'm not cutting Goldie's foot off. So I'm going to put this much in the chicken book. And then these can stay out. Was butterfly, did we have a butterfly prompt? We did. And then on here, we're going to take these little chickadees, and we'll put them in the chicken book. So thank you, girls. And then we're going to we might use one of these. We'll see. Oh, there's a bug. So we're going to use these in the prompts. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Ta-da! Yay! And all of these will go into my Happy Mail envelope, and we can make another page out of those things. Now we are going to open up Lori, Linda's, and Tim. If anybody has any trains, please send Tim a train. That's what we like to do for him. So here's her stamps. Oh, Miss Beth and Community. This is from Tim. Let's see what he said. She's crafty. This is an envelope made out of a piece of paper. Check that out. Oh, look. He made a train. Oh, how precious. Thank you, love Tim. And I bet you he made that. Oh, look at the trains. Look at the wheels. They're on the train track. I love it. Oh, that is so precious. That means more to me than anything in the world. Just knowing that he made that and he wrote that. Thank you, Linda and Tim. Thank you so much. I am going to put the date on it for you. Thank you so very much. We will definitely put that in a Happy Mail page. On the next Happy Mail page. We might have to do that tonight too if we get time. We might have to stay over and look at this piece of paper. He put a train on the train stamps here, and we've got some tickets. And the paper itself is like a map. Isn't that pretty? Oh my heavens. I'm going to put the date on this. Thank you so much, Tim. I love it. We're going to try to do something special with it. And I'm going to put this in the Happy Mail envelope that I've started this today. And now I've got enough Happy Mail to choke a horse. But she sent me some more flowers. And I haven't looked at her stamps yet. These go back over here that keep falling down and getting in my way for some reason. But here are her stamps. She stamped on some paper. Now, this is a watermelon. That's a homemade stamp. And flower. There's a stop sign. There's two pages here. The flowers, and this is like a clock. There's a train. More stop signs, and I'm not sure what this is. This what he made his train with? That was his little train that he used. We'll have to figure out if I bet she carved these. So there's two. And then she's got some of these. Everything's in red ink. There might be 5 here. I bet there are. So I love these abstracts, and thank you. That's homemade. That's a homemade stamp. So there's 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I get to keep these. Okay. Very nice. Thank you so much, Linda. I love it. I love it. And it'll be fun to see what you all make out of that. If you cut them all out, they can make petals of a flower. Just saying. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was nice. And this paper is like a napkin, but it's on a roll. So I don't know if it's like a roll of exam paper, perhaps. So here's that. All right. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to put these in the Happy Mail thingy dingy. Lost it. I keep losing ground here. So let me put these in here. Thank you, Linda. I'll stick him in there. And then we're done with this. Thank you so much. I will put her stamps in here, back down in here. So I'll know to, yes. Thank you so much. That is it for the Happy Mail. Woohoo! What a day. Whew. I've got an hour to do our things. I bet I can do it. Yeah, it looks medical exam paper. Okay. It has a nice soft feel to it. It's a warm feeling versus a slicky cold feeling. Doretha says, I feel so sad my stamps didn't make it. Well, if they're in the mail, I haven't divided them up yet. So we'll wait a few more days. And if they come in, I will go ahead and make you an envelope so that you will get some anyway. Okay, Doretha? If you've mailed me your things, I will take your word for it. Okay? Oh, thank you for that. I'm parched. Let me look over here.
Is this okay over here? Out of the way.
Let me take it here. I'm looking for something real quick. Here. I've got some envelopes back over here with some names on it. And I wanted to, that's all right. We could use that. Okay. Better roll. Okay. So let me put Doretha's name on here. So since you mailed them out and they're not here yet, they'll still come in. You'll see, but I will make sure that you get some in return. So you fear not. We will take care of that. So now let's get to busy with this 100-day challenge. It's been a challenge just to get to it. Over here to it. So we want this side. And the first one is stencils. So we're going to stencil something down. And oh, thank you, Joe. Got me a little beverage. Well, Angela, don't you worry, honey. Life happens. We got to take care of our life first, our family first. So don't you fret none. It'll be okay. It's not the last thing in the world. And you'll get to it soon. You'll get to do it soon enough. So it'll be okay. So I just happened to have a stencil today that I found from Dana, and it's the honeycomb. So we're going to put honeycomb on there. She sent me these a while back, and I think I had some paint over here. It's dried up, but we can add some more. So what color do we want our honeycomb to be? Yellow, a little yellow, and maybe a little orange or gold. I have been working so hard trying to clean this place up and keep up with everything. I've been trying. So the next thing I want to get is like a little sponge or a little applique. Like that's an older one, but I can still use it. Let's see if it'll work. So I'm using a little bit of gold and a little bit of yellow. And these little blobs here was from from this game, I had to put paint down and shut the book. So it's just going to be extra texture for us. So we're going to do a little bit gold and then do a little yellow. And then do a little gold. And if it's not working, I'll get a new sponge. And it's not working, so I'm getting a new sponge. Let's throw that one away. And maybe if I'm lucky, there'll be one right here. If I'm lucky. If I'm lucky. Oh, there's a sponge. Got a sponge. So, see if this will work. I'm going to fold it. It's kind of a flimsy sponge. So, I still got my stencil down. I'm going to try it again. And the gold is not going to shine up real good on the brown paper, but I can see it. And the yellow will. The yellow is going to look good. So we might have to do more yellow than gold. It's working. It's working good. Let's get to the rest of the page. I'm running out of paint. So there's my stencil. And then the next one is a household stamp. We can do that. So we'll move that and we'll set this on the paint tray and let it dry. And I'm going to use this as my household stamp. I have other things. Oh, I still have my hot plate. Here's my hot plate stamp. I can use this too on top of this. How about if I do it again? That's a hot plate from the kitchen. And I cut it up and used it in here. So I know I have not been listening to chat. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll go back and look for capitals while I'm drying this. Say hello to Joe. Hello, Angela. I don't think I've missed anything. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with me and watching me. And I think I'm going to use ink, black ink on top. I really think that would look really cool. See if I can find the black ink. Let's see if we can do it with the ink pad instead of paint. It's still a little wet. Oh, yes. Hi, Juju. Did you make it home okay? You got your jammies on? Put your jammies on. She comes straight home, puts your jammies on, and hops in the bed for a nap. Then she comes on at 10 o'clock. So we're doing the 100-day prompts. Today is stencils, household stamp, and that's what I'm doing now, household stamp. This is a kitchen hot pad. My stencil was another honeycomb. Doing honeycombs. That looks so good on top of that yellow and gold. Okay, I think that's going to be it for that. So we'll put that back to where I found it in the drawer. The paint off of the ink pad. All right. The third one is a bug, and we have a bug on here. We're going to use a ladybug. So this one's from Laura Beth. We're using her ladybug. There could be a ladybug on the honeycomb. They probably like sugar. Juju. I've picked, I'm doing my prompts right now, and I let the chat room pick my stencils. My prompts. And I was going to do 2 of them tonight. If I have time, I'll have time to, if I go fast, I can do both games. And I've got 10, and these are the first game. If you want to take a screenshot of the prompts, and you can do your prompts. So take a picture. Goldie's got it already printed out. Thank you, Goldie. But sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. And then here is the other page. Take a picture, Juju. How fast can you type, Goldie? Butterfly, postage stamp, cookies or snacks, a scenery, watercolor, recipes. Is it a recipe or a receipt? A receipt has a T in it. A recipe does not. A person, some gold, palm tree, and buttons. There's another picture. This is for the second game. So one was for yesterday and one is for today. Thank you, Goldie. Thank you, Juju. Go show off. She's showing off her secretarial skills. I used to be able to type 24 words a minute, and I think I got faster and was a little bit faster in the 30s, but I was never a typist. But I can type pretty fast if with spell check and stuff. So, okay, the next one is paint. And let's see. It also has scrape with a card. So I'm going to get my paint back. And I'm going to scrape my paint with a card. So those are going to be a combo. So what should we scrape onto our honeycomb? Looking for a bug. You could draw a ladybug real fast, Butter Roll. You can draw a little ladybug. I don't know what color to put on my honeycomb, but I'm going to use a little bit of, there's yellow and gold and blue. I'm just going to use a little tiny. Oh, really? You can type faster with your thumbs? I see that all the time on TV and stuff, but I don't know if I could do it or not. So we're just going to scrape and do a little bit of, just like that. Nothing big. Just a little tiny scrape. Okay. How's that? I scrape. It gave it a hint of luxury blue there. All right. The next one is tissue paper. And I have some tissue paper. So, is Sharon in here tonight? I haven't seen Sharon. So, this is some of Sharon's paper, and it's bleeding tissue paper. And I'm going to use a red one or an orangey one. We'll do a sunset or some sort. So this was from, this is from Sharon. So we'll do let's do this one. That'd be a pretty sunset. That's what we're going to do. Marty's got a solution for your bugs. So we're going to glue this down, and then we're going to add a little water to it and see what, or we can add water to it now. I've got a spoon. How about a paintbrush? Now we can leave it on there, or we can let it stain. The next one is pressed flowers. A pressed flower. Then we need a napkin. Oh, where's our flower napkin that the floors we've been using all week, all night? I thought I put it over yonder. Oh, I did, right here. Found it. So we're going to use part of this. This has been the best napkin. Somebody sent it to me in Happy Mail. Does anybody remember who? Pressed leaves. There you go, Teresa. I'll accept it. So, tissue paper, pressed flowers, and a napkin. Well, I don't have any real flowers. I was going to use this big flower over here, but my napkin's taking up too much space. So maybe I do have some flowers, pressed flowers. Going to have to lift. Can I get my ladybug back? Where's my knife? Can I get it up? Oh my gosh. Got it. I'm going to put my ladybug on top. Now this napkin, tissue paper is, I'm going to glue it down. Just because it's our sunset or sunrise. Sunset, sunrise. That's right. Use what you got. Put my ladybug back up there on top of the napkin. That's why I don't like to glue things down until we see all the prompts but I'm not supposed to look ahead according to Rebecca. I haven't heard from her today. So let me go over here, and I think I might have a pressed flower. Okay, so let's mark off some of these. We got a napkin, tissue paper. We scraped the paint with the card. We've got a bug. We used the house stamp and a stencil. So we're doing great. We're doing great. And I've got a little piece of textbook. And we'll just put a little bit of this down here. It could be the grass, the tall grass. In the field. Well, there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, it's enough of that. Just a little bit of grass. And I think I've got a pressed flower. Okay. I'm okay. Something fell. I almost tripped. Okay, so this is a little kit that I found at the secondhand store. Paid $2.50 for it. Let's see what's inside. Oh, I thought it had the whole thing, but there's another part where these are held together. But that's okay. I've got some pressed flowers in here too. So I think these are some that my mother made. But in the bottom down here is a little leaf or a petal off of a flower. So we're going to use these for our pressed flowers. And this one is a leaf, a little tiny leaf. I should get my tweezers out. That's like a little leaf. I used to have it together, and I guess I took it apart. Here's all the hardware for it. But anyway, I've got two boards. You can make one of these. And then you have your papers, and you want to use some type of watercolor paper and dry papers. And then you put your flowers in between. And I think I did these. These are me. These are me. These are from me. And I did this probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And I put it all in the box and put it away. So I don't know what kind of flower this was. It was probably a white flower, if I had to guess. And I put them in between these papers and pressed them. So I'm just going to real quickly glue some of these down here at the bottom because my fan is blowing everything away. There's a little butterfly down there. And so I'm just going to glue a few of these down. So I have pressed flowers, and this one's a good one. That one's a real good one. And they were from the yard out here. In the yard. So there we go. We got pressed flowers. Ta-da! And there's more in here, but I'm just going to leave them. So there we go. We did some pressed flowers. They're very fragile. And I've got glue on my fingers. So let's get this back in the box before the fan blows it away. And we'll put our little pressed flower box away. So that was worth $2.50, wasn't it? I got glue all over my fingers. Okay. So they're there. We have tickets. We did the book page, and so the last thing is tickets. Okay, and let's see. I found some tickets on Tim's envelope. Didn't I? Oh, Tim, where's your envelope? He sent me some tickets, and I put it in Happy Mail. So let's look in here. It was the last one. So let's see if it's in here. I saw some tickets on something, and it might have been on something else. Can't remember. Tickets. I got tickets. Don't get me wrong. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we're going to take, oh, look, I can get them off. Woohoo! Here's our tickets right there. These are train tickets. Can you believe it? Whew. Everything's turning out good. And I did all of those. Isn't that great? Look at that page. What do you think? Were you able to see everything that I did? Don't tell me I didn't have it pushed up enough. Okay. All right, I'm going to put the date on it. Perfect. It does. It looks kind of nice. So I got to use Sharon's. Whoever gave me that napkin. I got Tim and Laura Beth and some papers that I had and some of my very own pressed flowers. Can you believe it? So the next one's going to be right here, and we've got a half hour to do it in. So let's speed this puppy up. Well, I saw it all, Marty, so it was great. So we need a butterfly, and we'll use, we can use Goldie's butterfly. I think she had a butterfly right there. If we have time, we'll go back to the chicken book, but we'll see. Oh, look, there's a bumblebee. We don't have that. We just have butterflies, and we also have postage stamps. There's our butterfly. I love all these little people, these little girls. I might have to use a lot of these in the doll book to decorate our doll book. That's what I'll do. I'll decorate our doll book with all these little guys, kids. So if you send me a doll, Goldie, if you send me a doll for the doll trade, then I want a page of all of these little kids. And so that I can use it on the book, the actual doll book. I need more. So let me get some postage stamps. We looked at those the other day. Let's try some of these. Here is a hummingbird and a flower with a dog on it. Dog bites. That's what happened to me with Abby. She bit me. So here's some postage stamps. So we'll use those. There's another dog. This one was from California, I think, or Oregon. I think it was from Kathy Whitley. And then this one is a hummingbird. We can take a little bit of paper off of that one. And I'm going to put the Christmas one back. Okay, so then we need cookies and a snack. Cookies and a snack. I tell you what I found. I just saw it. These are vintage stamps. I think I'm going to go with the vintage stamps. We're trading the stamps out. And the stamps will go better with that butterfly. They're from all over the world. There's a bird. I don't suppose I could find a cookie on a stamp. If I found one, I would be in hog heaven. You never know, you might find food. There's another dog. I like this little combo going on here. Our stamps, they kind of got an orangey tint to them. All right, let's try that. There's a girl. No, it's just a head. Okay, it's a statue of somebody. Alrighty, we did some stamps. Now, a scenery. So, a scenery is like a field, isn't it, of some sort. What happened to that window? There's a scene out of a window scene. Yeah, I think that's going down. Yeah, that's our scenery. And I'll just cut it off right here to fit the page. So there's that. And we're going to put these stamps down here. And we're going to, and this butterfly here. And that's not a scenery. So we traded that out. We need watercolors and a recipe for cookies. We need a cookie recipe. Where's my cookbook? I have cookbooks. Let's see. We've got a magazine over here. Here is, we need a magazine. Maybe we can find a recipe in here. So, Yes, that's fine, Doretha. You don't have to do it all night tonight. I'm just doing mine now, and I'm hoping that Becca will be on tonight. I haven't heard from her, so we're looking for a recipe. And this is a Gun and Garden magazine, and it's got a lot of um, like hunting camps, and farms, and outdoorsy stuff, and cabins. There's hiking, and it's not just a hunting magazine. It's a hunting and garden, and that includes a lot of things. The gardens do, the wildlife, and it's a very good. It's a you would think it would be a lot of guns and a lot of hunting stuff in there, but it is about hunting. But it's not about like these are bird dogs, and it's a an ad for dog food. And here's a couple more dogs. But it's not. It's good. It's a family wholesome magazine. Places just visit and see. And I'm looking for a recipe, and preferably a cookie recipe. And if I can find a cookie, I'll write down the recipe: sugar and flour, sugar, flour, butter, bake recipe. If I have to. There's a a float that looks like a cookie, a pool float. There's a peach. Drink a peach. There's some food. I'm still holding out for cookies. You just never know. Huntsville, Alabama. That's close to where Teresa lives. Woohoo! She's close to Birmingham. All right, let's start flipping here. We've got to find some cookies. There's some cowboy boots. That ought to go in Juju's envelope. Can't think about cowboy boots right now. No cookies. I got shrimp. She's eating a roll up of some sort. Dinner. No cookies. Here's a ranch. Miles above the ordinary. In the Smoky Mountains. Wouldn't that be fun to be riding on top of a ridge? Woo-hoo! A walk on the beach. We can do that anytime. We should do that tomorrow. That's what we should do tomorrow. We should go walk on the beach. Due south. There's some jewelry. Here is an egg and a roll. That's not a cookie. But we could say it's a cookie. Wouldn't this be pretty in a collage? That would be pretty in a collage. We should get our reverse collage books out someday. There's a trout. I think I started with the trout. We can make trout cookies. You're right, Laura Beth. We should get up every morning and go down and walk on the beach. We are just 15 minutes from the beach. We could go down, walk on the beach for a half hour, and we would be back home in an hour. Trout cookies. Virginia. I like Virginia. Virginia's pretty. Okay. South Carolina's nice. So I never did find any cookies. We could just make cookies. I could probably go in there in the kitchen and find a cookie box and just cut the cookies off the cookie box. Now here's a Texas magazine. That I got. But I don't know if there would be any cookies in here. I'll do a quickie flippy, but I'm not going to spend a long time. Just one time flip. There's another butterfly. Cookies and cream. If we could find ice cream, I can say it's cookies and cream ice cream. There's a dog. I like dogs. There's a hawk. We got a lot of them down here. I guess I could draw a cookie. That's what I'll do. I'll draw a cookie. I'll have to draw it. This is all Texas. Remember the Alamo. Oh, look, there's a train. I have to send that one to Tim. Thank you, Tim. Every time I see a train, we gotta remember. We have to remember there's a Nora in the room. Hi, Nora. She'd like to have that hamburger. 25 True Texas Adventures. Woohoo! There's Willie Nelson. This is a visitor's guide. Go to visitorsguidetexas.com and you can get this free travel guide if you are still doing Texas. Okay, I'm going to have to draw the cookie. There's the scenery. And I'm going to put some watercolor down. Where's the watercolor? I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to do some shortcuts. So let's get some paint. I went straight to this one. This is watercolor. It's wash. It's a type of watercolor. Into the orangey area tonight. Okay, we did that. Where's the glue? We're going to glue some of these stamps down. I definitely want to get these down first. These are old stamps. They're probably worth something, but I'm using them in my book tonight. Okay, there's my stamps. I'm just going to use those 4. Like that. And my butterfly. Like that. And this thing here is my scenery out the window. We gotta have a scenery in the scene. We'll save that stamp for later. And we did the watercolor. Let's check them off. We did the butterfly, the postage. We're going to look for the cookies. We're going to draw a cookie. And we're going to put chocolate chips on there. Okay. There's our cookie with chocolate chips. So we drew the cookie. We have a scenery. We did our watercolor. And the recipe is flour. Let that dry a little bit. Sugar and butter. That's our recipe for the cookies. All right. And then we need a person. And I had that little girl on the bike. Can we still use her? Yes, we can. I'm going to have to work on this. I've got a bookend over here, and it's not heavy enough. Everything keeps sliding. So we're going to use a person, and we're going to just tear her out. And we're going to put her right here. We're almost done. We've had a few detours, but we're making an accomplishment here. We're getting going. We're doing good. Okay. Palm trees and a button. I'm going to take this butterfly and put it up here over top of these stamps at the top of the page. And we're going to use our gold pen that I got out earlier. And we're going to draw a gold palm tree and put some buttons on it. So how's that sound? Here's our palm tree. And we're using the gold. And you know what? I've got some tiny, 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 tiny buttons that I just bought. So we did the gold, we did the palm tree, we did the person, the rest of it. We did everything except for the button. And I'm going to use my tiny buttons, and I dropped them in the button box the other day. So they're all down in here. Can you see the gold? Can you see the gold palm tree? Shall I make it a little bit goldier? Goldier? Yeah, I just juiced it up. Juiced it up. There we go. There's our palm tree. Can you see that? That's what we want. So, found some buttons the other day. So where did I drop them all? I swore I put them down in here. And they're tiny. So, how tiny were they? They were this tiny. Look how tiny that is. Look at that. Tiny buttons. Can you see them? Good thing this box has got clear sides. That's a plus. So let's glue these buttons down. And we were just in time. It's the last prompt. So I'm going to use my wet glue. So I'm just going to randomly put some buttons on my palm tree. It's a button palm tree. There's 4 dots for 4 buttons. Do I need to show you the buttons? There they are. Baby buttons. Okay, there's our page. All I have to do now is post the date on it, and boom, we're done. Yeah, that was fun. We did it. So now this was for today, so I'm just ready for tomorrow's prompts. If Becca does prompts tonight, I'll write them down, and we'll do those for Saturday, I guess. But she's not going to do it every day. She was trying, and I think it was stressing her out a little bit too much. And we don't want to make it a stressy thing. We want it to be a fun thing. So so that's a good thing. So does anybody need for me to post these prompts on my I'll post this. I'll take a picture of this, and I'll post it for anybody who wants to do these prompts. And I will go ahead and take a picture of my page to post in my Facebook group. And I'll do our Happy Mail page too. So let's take a picture of this one. And this one turned out okay. And these are both prompts. So there. That's for this, that's 2 to go. So that was number 20, 21, 22. I think this was 21. I don't see it, but there's oh, I'm sorry, 19, 20. That's right. 21, 22, 23. So I don't know where we are on the doolally. So we did 22 and 23 tonight, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to make sure I want to do 100, and it doesn't matter the date that I do it on. And if I do 2 at a time, every time I stream, that's just the way it's going to be, you know. So it's 10 till. I got us something else for us to do. I'm going to put this over to the side for tomorrow or the next day. And I've been showing off some of my books. And I do want to take a picture of our Happy Mail page real quick before I forget. So that turned out real cute. That was real cute. So I lost my page. I don't know what happened. There it goes. I had a blackout. Okay, so that's good. And we'll do Saturday night. We will do another Happy Mail page. I'll write it on here for Saturday night. We're going to do a Happy Mail page for sure. And I still have some things left over here that go into this little envelope. I'll put the rest of these in the envelope. And we'll do another Happy Mail page. And we'll use the pressed flower. We'll put this flower back in there for next time. We'll save our little household stamp and our words. Did we need to put a word on our page? Okay, let's see. This was what we were supposed to do tonight. So we did this. We did a Happy Mail page, desk page. We didn't really do anything with these, but I opened up some Happy Mail for the stencils, and I did show the map book, and I do have my frame with my beads I need to finish, and I have a book over here that I want to paint. I want to rehearse some paintings for the mailbox that I'm going to be painting, and I have a couple of ideas of what we're going to do when we do it. Mm-hmm. So this is a book that we've done, and I see it was back in 2020. This is a Picasso book, and it's Roll a Picasso. And it's a game. The other night, if you all saw, we did a Roll a Cat. Well, this is Roll a Picasso. Now, Picasso was a very, very contemporary abstract painter. He was very modern, and it was unusual paintings. He was good about putting his eyes opposite of the head, or make one eye looking one way and one eye looking the other. He would put an ear on top of his head. He was very good about abstract painting. And the Roll of Picasso is all about is all about that too. A teacher, I don't know her name, but there was a school teacher that said, let's make a Picasso," and it was done with the rolling of the dice technique. And so that's in our games, and we could play this again anytime. But these are some of my roll of Picassos. So it's a head, there's eyes, and there's ears, and um, there's you roll the dice 7 times. This was a six, a two, a three, and it was on different uh, a mouth. There was an eye, a nose, a mouth, ears, and hair, and and I don't know what else, but this one's got an earring on it. But anyway, these are Rolla Picassos, and we named him. This one was Alfred. He looked like Alfred Hitchcock. And then this was Billy. but the but you draw the shapes that when you roll the dice, you draw the shape that you get on the paper, and just like when we did the roll a cat. So they're very unusual, and you can see the faces. And some of them I did just plain on with a magic marker, and some of them I used yarn and fabric and glitter and uh, different things. So you know, different things, different techniques. I used a lot of my imagination in there. This one's pretty cool, and this one looked like a painting, and I used paint on it. And this is the mouth and the nose and the ears, the eye. Maybe that's an eye. See, the eyes are different on some of them. But I gave him hair, and jewelry and stuff. This was Roll a Cat, and it was done on top of a napkin. This was a napkin in the background. Here's another kitty cat. And I used different types of embellishments and lace and things. Ricky Rack. And here is a real image of a Picasso, Pablo Picasso. This is in Spain, France. It's the name of it is Seated Woman, and it was done in 1909. And that's like when my grandparents were born. My uh, They were born in I think '05 and '02. My grandparents. So can you imagine? This is another piece of a Picasso and it's a sketch. These came out of a magazine. I mean, out of an art book, and he signed it right here. This one's also in Spain, France, and it's a head of a tongue man in 1906, pen and ink, and it's in the Baltimore Museum of Art. So you can see how how his brain works. This is Rolla Kitty. And this is a Rolla Kitty and Rolla Picasso, and I used fabric and shiny stuff. It's sticky paper. It had stickers on it, or like a sticker. And here's another Picasso and a Rolla Kitty. I gave hair. I used hair. And there's 2 more. We gave names to them all. This is traditional to me. This is what Picasso things that he would do with the eyes, and the one eye shut and the other eye open. And this one was done in felt. So I've done this a couple times, and I think there's one of these in my fabric book. In my fabric book, I think I've got one of these, but I've got one in here too. So that was cool. And I felted down whatever came up with the dice. That one kind of cute. And I added some more papers to it. That was the back of the book right there. And I added some more papers where we did them. This was Roll a Horse. I don't know what this was. It looked like Picasso. And some empty paper. So, but that was another book that I had in my books to show you. And that's all for tonight. Yeah. So, guys, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I know it was long and busy, but we sure we sure worked hard, and I loved everything that we did. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I haven't seen Becca. I haven't heard a word from her. So um, it'll be about another hour, and Juju might come on. So she's been coming on every night for an hour, catching up on her stuff. So Becca is sick. Okay, Marty. I'm sorry she's sick. I haven't talked to her. I'll go in there and message her. So Teresa's on right now. Go over to Teresa's and let me get her link for you. And she's going to open up her Happy Mail. Go over and watch Teresa, you guys. Come down here. Teresa going to going to show her is going to show her Happy Mail, and I'm going to share her link. And I want to copy it. And everyone over that little stinker. So I'm gonna get her link. Hang on, don't go nowhere. Copy down. Go back to Beth. And I'm gonna give you her link right here. Paste. And go over and say hi to Teresa and give her some loving. She needs some support. Okay? Go over to Teresa's. Yeah, it's a raid. And give her some thumbs up, and she'll be happy to see everybody. Thanks, guys. I'll see you over at Teresa's. I'm going. I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Good night.
It's just kind of messed up, isn't it?
There's Teresa.
Don't know why it's gonna mess up like that.
Good night.